What if your Audi Q5 is only doing 60% of what it's actually capable of, and nobody ever told you? No brochure, no dealer, not even the 300-page manual covers most of this. Today I'm going through 14 hidden features built right into your Q5 that you can start using immediately. A couple need a $150 tool. The rest? Completely free. Let's go. Number 1. Presense sensitivity adjustment. This is probably the most complained about thing I hear from Q5 owners. The car brakes for shadows, bridge overpasses, trucks in the next lane. Phantom braking. Most people either tolerate it or turn presense off completely, which means losing genuine emergency protection. What almost nobody knows is the sensitivity is adjustable right inside the MMI. Go to Vehicle Driver Assistance, then tap the gear icon next to Audi Presense. You'll see 3 options: early, medium, or late. Most Q5s leave the factory on early. Switch it to late. The phantom braking stops. The system still works in a real emergency. One customer came in ready to pay to have Presense disabled. Changed the setting in under a minute. No charge, no coding. That was it. Number 2. Drive Select Individual Mode, the one that actually saves settings. Here's something most Q5 owners don't realize. Comfort, dynamic, and efficiency all reset to auto the moment you restart the car. Every single time. Individual mode does not. Whatever you set stays there between ignition cycles, suspension, steering, all of it. The one thing that does reset on a cold start is the engine and transmission mapping, even in individual. Fix. Press the drive mode button after startup and tap individual once to re-engage it. 2 seconds. Go to MMI Vehicle Drive Select Individual. Set the sliders for engine, transmission, steering, and suspension exactly how you want them. Before you shut off the car, make sure individual is your active mode. That's it. One customer wanted dynamic throttle mapping with comfort suspension, a combination no factory preset offers. 5 minutes in individual mode. Cost him nothing. If you're learning something new right now, hit subscribe. I post Audi content like this every few days and there's a lot more coming before this video is over. Number 3. Hill Descent Control. There's a button on your center stack with a downward arrow car icon, and most owners have pressed it by accident at most. What it actually does: hold your exact downhill speed automatically using brake modulation, no pedal input from you. Activate it below about 37 miles per hour. Drive downhill at the speed you want to maintain, press the button, and the car holds that speed. Steep gravel roads, icy descents, long drop driveways, all of it. The LED in the button tells you it's active. Works on both the 8R and FY generation. One customer had been riding the brake pedal down a steep unpaved driveway every single day for 3 years. The hill descent control button was there from day 1. Number 4. Liftgate height memory. Let's start with one that affects people every single day. If your Q5 has a power tailgate and you park in a garage, there's a solid chance the gate has clipped your ceiling at least once. Most owners just live with it, manually catching the gate every time they open it, every single day. Here's what nobody tells you. The car lets you set a permanent maximum open height in about 10 seconds. Open the tailgate, move it manually to whatever height clears your ceiling, then press and hold the small close button on the inside edge of the gate for 4 seconds until you hear 2 beeps. Done. That's your new maximum. The gate stops there every time from now on. One customer had been manually catching her tailgate for over 2 years. 10 seconds in the parking lot. Problem gone forever. The button was there the whole time. Number 5. Programmable speed warning. This one surprises people because they confuse it with traffic sign recognition. It's completely separate. Your Q5 has a fixed speed alarm that you program yourself. Set a maximum speed, and if you go over it, the cluster warns you with a chime and a visual alert. It holds that number every single drive until you change it. On the current FY generation, MMI Vehicle Driver Assistance Speed Warning. On the older 8R generation, Car Systems Driver Assist Speed Warning. Set it anywhere from 20 to 150 miles per hour in 5-mile increments. One owner was collecting speeding tickets on highway commutes because adaptive cruise was creeping over the limit on downhills. He set 76 miles per hour. No ticket since. Feature was always there, switched off at the factory. Number 6. Cargo Area Suspension Drop Button. Also for air suspension Q5s, and this one genuinely surprises people. There's a physical button inside your cargo area that drops the rear of the car 55 mm for easier loading. Not a menu setting. An actual button. Right there in the boot. It's on the right side of the cargo trim panel, marked with a small downward arrow icon. Some builds have it behind a trim cover. Press it, the rear drops, load your gear, then close the tailgate or select any drive mode and the car raises itself back up automatically. One customer had been straining to lift heavy equipment over the load sill every weekend for 2 years. The button was there the entire time. Number 7. Phone box signal booster. The Audi phone box in the Audi Q5 is not just a wireless charger. When your phone sits in the cradle, it couples your phone's antenna to the car's external roof antenna, a certified FCC signal booster built in from the factory. In weak coverage areas, you can gain several bars just by placing your phone in the tray. Enable it under MMI settings, general mobile device charging. Place your phone face up in the cradle. Watch your signal change. One customer had been dropping calls on the same stretch of highway for over a year. The phone box was in the car the whole time, never properly activated. No third-party hardware. No apps. Just a toggle that was off. Number 8. Lift and off-road mode, air suspension Q5S only. If your Q5 has the adaptive air suspension package, there's a drive select mode called lift and off-road that raises the body 45 mm above normal ride height. Not a small adjustment, 45 mm. For steep driveways, rough parking surfaces, or unpaved roads, this is the right tool. Below 22 miles per hour, the car holds the full lift height. Between 22 and 50 miles per hour, it drops slightly. Above 50, it returns to standard. Find it under MMI Vehicle Drive Select. It only appears in the list if air suspension is fitted. Standard coil spring Q5S won't see it. I've had customers pay for suspension inspections thinking something was wrong. The system was working perfectly. They just never activated this mode. We're halfway through and it keeps getting better. Subscribe now if you haven't already so you catch every video I put out. Number 9. Predictive Efficiency Assist. Audi Q5S with MMI Navigation Plus have a feature that uses your active NAV Route Plus front camera data to tell you when lifting off the throttle will save fuel, before corners, before speed changes, before roundabouts. On S-tronic cars, it can also engage autonomous freewheeling when coasting is possible. On some builds, it physically pulses the accelerator pedal as a nudge. Activate it under MMI Vehicle Driver Assistance Efficiency Assist. Toggle on predictive messages and intelligent coasting. Full active coasting also requires adaptive cruise to be running. One customer reported a consistent 12% improvement in highway fuel economy after properly activating this. He'd owned the car 3 years with it switched off at the factory. Number 10. Trailer mode details easy to miss. If you have a factory tow hitch, trailer mode activates automatically when you plug in the trailer cable. It disables rear parking sensors, disables the kick liftgate sensor, adjusts navigation speed guidance, and on air suspension cars locks the ride height level while loaded. If your Q5 has an aftermarket hitch, trailer mode won't auto-engage. Activate it manually. MMI settings and service, air suspension trailer. Toggle it on before you hitch up. One customer was getting constant rear proximity alerts every time he reversed toward a boat launch. He had a factory hitch but was plugging into the wrong socket. Correct socket, trailer mode engaged, alerts gone. Number 11. Drive select ambient lighting, 2021 facelift and later. If your Q5 has the interior ambient lighting package, there's a lighting profile called Audi Drive Select sitting in the interior lighting menu. Most owners scroll past it and pick a static color. What this profile does is tie the ambient lighting to your current drive mode. Comfort shows one color, dynamic shifts to another, efficiency changes to a third. Automatically every time you switch modes. Find it under MMI Vehicle Light and Visibility Interior Lighting. Select the Audi Drive Select profile. One customer had been manually changing his ambient color every time he changed drive modes. One menu selection links them permanently. Almost at the end. If this has been useful, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss one of these. Number 12. Battery Hold Mode, TFSIe Plug-in Hybrid Only. For plug-in hybrid Q5 owners, battery hold mode is the one most people never use. Press the EV button on the center stack, then select hold from the on-screen toggle. The car freezes your current battery charge and runs on the combustion engine, saving that electric range for later in your drive. Urban traffic, zero-emission zones, the last few miles of a commute. The 2021 Q5 TFSIe carries about 19 miles of electric range. The 2022 stepped up to 23. Most owners drain that on the highway and arrive in town running on petrol. Battery hold costs nothing to activate and changes how efficiently you use a powertrain you already paid for. Number 13. 360 camera persistent fix, OBD11 required? This one requires a $150 OBD11 tool, but it fixes something that affects a lot of Q5s. The optional 360-degree camera has a known factory software default that displays a flat 2D graphic instead of the actual camera image. The hardware is there. The display is coded wrong. Fix it with OBD11. Connect to Module 09, go to Adaptations, search Visual Display for Park Assist, and change the value from OPS Display to OPS 360. Commit the change. One note, a battery disconnect or full MMI reset will wipe this adaptation. If that happens, run it again. Takes 2 minutes. The camera you paid for as an option is in the car. It just needs to be told to show itself. Number 14. Active lane assist timing, the big one. This is the one that changes daily driving the most. Lane assist on the Audi Q5 is set to late intervention from the factory. It waits until you're nearly at the lane marking, then overcorrects. You push back, it corrects again. That ping-pong effect isn't a defect, it's the factory calibration. Most owners turn it off within the first week and never turn it back on. The intervention timing is adjustable through OBD11. Connect to Module A5, go to Adaptations, find the channel labeled Point of Intervention or Intervention Moment, and change the value from late to early. The car tracks toward the lane center continuously, gentle, steady guidance instead of last-second corrections. On 2022 and newer Q5s, Audi removed the early option from the MMI entirely. This OBD11 adaptation puts it back. One customer had turned lane assist off on day 3 of ownership. We made this single change in under 10 minutes. He turned it back on and hasn't switched it off since. That's what the feature was always supposed to feel like. That's 14 features Audi built into the Q5 and never properly told you about. Some took 10 seconds. Some took 2 minutes in the MMI. 2 of them needed a $150 tool in 15 minutes. Not one required a dealer visit. Not one required spending money you hadn't already spent. The Q5 you've been driving is not the full Q5 you actually own. Now you know how to use all of it. Before you go, I want to hear from you in the comments. Which one of these did you have no idea existed? And if you found a hidden Q5 feature I didn't cover today, drop it below. I read every single comment and the best ones might make it into a future video. Let's see what this community knows. Subscribe if you haven't yet. More of this every few days. See you in the next one.